like, comment, and subscribe for more content. What is going on, guys? So, EVO 2023 has been over for a couple days now, right? Today's Tuesday, EVO ended on Sunday night. And winners finals, it was awesome. Mina RD versus Angry Bird, Ken versus Luke. Classic Street Fighter 6 matchup right there. Two super good characters. And I wanted to make this video because Maximilian made a video about this. And it got me thinking, right? What happened to Rashid? You know? Because before EVO, everyone was making a big deal about Rashid, right? They released him 2 weeks before EVO, and it was this huge deal, right? Everyone was like, dude, what is Capcom doing? Right? There was a glitch with Rashid, or a bug, where his level 2 super was bugged, so everyone was freaking out, right? Capcom went and they patched that bug super, but people were still mad that they were dropping this, you know, seemingly really powerful character into the game right before a major tournament, right? So, I wanted to ask the question, is Rashid good? Right, but before I get into that, do me a favor, leave a like, subscribe if you guys do like Capcom games and fighting games in general. I would appreciate that. And let's talk about this, because I feel like this is really interesting, right? Because throughout EVO, the entire weekend, there wasn't too many Rashid players. I'll be honest with you, right? People thought that there was going to be an army of Rashid players, right? And because Rashid had only been in the game for 2 weeks, there wouldn't be enough time, right? So people wouldn't know the matchup, and that Rashid would basically just run amok throughout the entire tournament, right? Did that happen? Hell no. Hell no, it did not happen. There were barely any Rashids at EVO, right? I think that's really funny and interesting, right? Because I made a couple videos about Rashid. Rashid is one of my top 3 favorite Street Fighter characters, right? I love Rashid. I love what they did with him in Street Fighter 6. He might even be one of my top 2. I really like Rashid, guys. But there's something wrong with Rashid, right? I feel like when Rashid first came out, you know, everyone was like, you know, freaking out because Rashid seemed like a really good character. You know what? I think he's good, but I don't think he's nearly as good as we thought he was, right? And it's really interesting. Why is that? You may be asking, right? Why is Rashid so different? Why is he suddenly not good in this game, right? Because Rashid, he has a lot of tools in Street Fighter 6, right? His run is back, right? And from his run, he goes into this little slide. If you press any punch button, right, it goes under projectiles and it side switches. If you press kick, Rashid does this like overhead kick move. Actually, it's not even an overhead. He does this like running flip kick move, right? Rashid has a ton of anti-airs, right? He has like 4 or 5 anti-air moves, right? And he has a bunch of, you know, mix-up options, right? So you're probably asking, okay, all of that sounds great. How is he not, you know, incredible? So let's break this down. Why is he not incredible? First things first, Rashid has a ton of anti-airs, but none of them are good, right? They're not consistent whatsoever, right? Most of the time with Rashid, your anti-airs, they're going to be trading with people, right? And I don't know what the deal with that is, but it's just a fact of the matter. They could be bugged, right? They could have undertuned Rashid and his anti-airs and his frame data just because, you know, they didn't want him to be OP for EVO, right? Another thing with Rashid is that, excuse me, Rashid, his V skill, there's no V skills in this game, right? Duh, this isn't Street Fighter 5, right? But in Street Fighter 5, Rashid, he had, you know, this V skill where if you just press the V skill button, Rashid would do this instant, like, you know, somersault through the air, right? And it went really far and it went really high. You could easily side switch on people, right? And at any point throughout this side switch, if you press the kick button, Rashid did an air eagle spike, right? Eagle spike is one of Rashid's best moves, right? Quarter circle back kick, Rashid flies across the screen, right? He yells, "Eagle spike!" Right? Air eagle spike in Street Fighter V was one of Rashid's best techniques of getting in, right? If someone's throwing fireballs, jump air eagle spike, right? You're instantly in there, you're doing a lot of damage, right? Someone's throwing fireballs, do his V skill, jump over the fireball, then air eagle spike, right? So you get 2 ways of getting in immediately, right? V skill, side switch, air eagle spike, hit him from the back, right? Another amazing thing, right? On top of that, if you press down in V skill, Rashid does this like roll, right? And the roll goes under projectiles. It goes under projectiles, and then you can follow it up with a kick, right? By pressing kick, Rashid does a launcher, right? Rashid, he still has this like this rolling kick move, but it's connected to his Arabian Cyclone, right? If you press Arabian Cyclone and then follow it up with forward kick, I believe, he does the roll follow-up, right? It's not an instant thing anymore, right? You have to set it up. Same thing with Rashid's somersault. He still has the somersault V-skill move, but it's connected to another move, right? And then on top of that, so that's 2 ways Rashid could deal with projectiles in Street Fighter V that he does not have in Street Fighter 6. Or at least, you know, they're harder to get to, right? So Rashid can't get in for free anymore, right? And then on top of that, all of Rashid's like mix-ups and stuff, you could just block them in this game using the parry, right? You can just parry all that garbage, right? Get that out of here, right? I don't want to deal with any of that, right? So Rashid, in an interesting way, oh, I forgot to mention, in Street Fighter V, Rashid's run, if you press punch out of this run, Rashid does this little like, he does like a spinning mixer, right? Straight out of the run, right? And it like corner carries. Super good, really fun to do, right? So all those things are different in this game, right? Rashid in Street Fighter V, by the way, I forgot to mention this, guys, because I'm so passionate about Rashid. I kind of just jumped into the video. I've been maining Rashid since the Street Fighter V betas, right? A lot of people don't know this because a lot of people didn't play every single Street Fighter V beta. Towards the end of the beta, you know, season, like the last 2 betas, Rashid was playable, and that's the character that I've mained in Street Fighter V since then, right? So I have a lot of experience with Rashid as a character, which is why he's one of my favorites. Rashid is a character that, you know, he's the skip neutral character, right? I don't want to deal with neutral. I don't want to deal with fireballs going across the screen, right? I don't really want to deal with footsies, right? Rashid could do footsies. A lot of his buttons are, in Street Fighter V, a lot of them are plus. But he's kind of just the skip neutral character, right? I want to get in and I want to mix you up, right? Hello, I'm in your face. Time to mix you up. So in Street Fighter 6, both of those things, they're not a thing anymore, right? Rashid doesn't have a easy, quick way to get in anymore because no air eagle spike and half of his skip neutral techniques are gone. And all of his mix-ups you can just parry in Street Fighter 6, right? Street Fighter 6 is a very, you know, strike throw fighting game. There's not a lot of, you know, guessing situations, right? With all that being said, is Rashid that good in this game? I will go out on a limb and say Rashid is at least A tier, right? He's upper, like, maybe A plus tier. He's not S tier. Rashid takes some work to get used to, which is really interesting because of how easy he is to use in Street Fighter V. You know, do I like that? Not really, right? Don't get me wrong. I love Rashid. He's still my main, but I feel like they made him kind of. You got to be in the right mindset, right? He's kind of obtuse to use in Street Fighter 6. Right? And I feel like that's why a lot of people aren't really using him like that. And why he wasn't so prominent in EVO like people thought he would be, right? So that's the video, guys. I just wanted to, you know, get my thoughts out on this because it was really interesting seeing how, you know, crazy people were going about Rashid and then how much of a non-issue it was, you know? What do you guys think? Do you guys play Rashid? Do you guys think he's any good? Leave a comment, let me know, because I am curious. I want to see what other people think. You know what? I think I might do another video like this when Aki comes out, right? maybe start a whole new video series. Are they good? Right? Who knows? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.